Oh,
pancakes and some sausage and
oh yeah.
orange juice and coffee. And I don't know about y'all, but I really like French press to make the coffee.
Oh yeah.
I just the drip coffee thing, drip like Mr. Coffee and those kind of things.
Mhm.
They've kind of outworn their welcome at my house. But one of the reasons I can get away with that is I'm the only one that drinks coffee in the house. Now my daughter will have some on occasion, but when you don't have a lot of people drinking coffee, you can get by with the French press thing. So
Yeah. We use a hillbilly press. It's just use basically the same concept. You just put it in your vise and crank it down a little bit every so often, and it
put it
works
down a
good.
pillowcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, squeeze it out.
Use that to your old straw hat.
Speaking of a straw and coffee, have you ever seen that seen on TV thing that they sell in stores and on the infomercials? It's a straw that has a coffee filter built into it. You put your coffee grounds in the cup, add water, and you're supposed to be able to drink the coffee through the straw, kind of like a life straw. It filters out the coffee grinds from the water in the coffee.
This next person we're going, that is cool. It really is. But this next person we're bringing up, he's responsible for bringing that cider at May Turn. And he also makes cowboy coffee every morning. And there's an art to that, guys. And there's a little trick, and I'll let Pat tell you what that is. Not everybody knows this little trick when you make cowboy coffee. So I want to welcome the Pat in the bunker. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on. Good to see you all tonight. It's a little bit cold out there, and I got the old wood stove ripping pretty good down here in the bunker tonight. The trick with that cowboy coffee, and I told you at the beginning not to give away that cider deal before. Nobody's supposed to know about that because now everybody knows I make it. So now everybody's going to be wanting. But no, the trick on that cowboy coffee when I do it on the wood stove is just a nice low roll and boil. Nothing real hard. But I usually do mine anywhere between 5-7 minutes, and then let it set for a couple minutes, and then put cold water, right? Cold water
that's
right on top of it, and all those coffee grounds sink to the bottom, and they stay there. So
that is the trick.
My wife used to have K cups and these drip things, and I'm like you, Jamie. I can't do any of that stuff. It's cowboy coffee or nothing, pretty much for me anymore. And my wife won't drink anything else either now the way I do it. So yeah, it's something about it. Just takes the bitterness out of it. If you got a bitter kind of coffee, it just takes the bitterness out of it. Man, it's good coffee. Good coffee.
I'll tell you. Let me say something, Pat. I apologize for going off on my coffee breakfast thing before you got on the panel. I didn't realize you were still waiting back there. My apologies, my bad. But another trick to getting bitterness out of the coffee is put a little bit of salt in it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make your coffee salty; it makes it less bitter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've found that
do that with certain brands.
That works the same in beer too.
I wouldn't know about that, but I think that people, it's not strong coffee that people don't like. It's bitter coffee, and some people are afraid that stronger coffee is going to make it bitter. That's not the case if you got good coffee.
Yep.
Tommy Boy says butter makes it less bitter.
butter and bacon makes everything better. You might just stick a piece of bacon in your coffee, and that's got to make it better,
But yeah, not a problem, Jamie, on that. No, that's just the way I do coffee, and man, I just about can't drink it any other way.
I'm going to read Tackle Fud's deal here. He says, tell everybody it's gifted free memberships they don't have to, but come to Tuesday night membership chat. And what he's talking about is for the members, the VIPs, we do have a live show on Tuesday nights, and it's I believe 8:30 Central. But we have a lot of fun on there. We honestly do. And so, yeah, if you're a member, especially if you're new members, make sure you check that out. And Michael Dunn says, I don't know if salt or anything works for hard seltzer, buddy. I don't. You can put cold water, salt, whatever you want to, and I don't think it's going to help hard seltzer.
I think the only thing that helps that's lead.
Nick out of Mill Strip Dill says, "Hey everybody, live from Vegas. All right, brother. Glad you made it there safely. There's a lot of people heading to Vegas." My goodness, I'm getting behind on these out here. We got so many great people out here, and yeah, Mr. Bob says maybe you put Viagra in your cider, it might make it harder. I don't think that's how
a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Might give you a stiff neck if you drink it, though.
Make something harder, but it ain't going to be the cider.
Oh man. Yeah, I grew up drinking coffee black. I mean, not that I drink coffee a lot when I was younger, but go hunting or fishing with my grandpa when I was young. And he'd take a farmer's full of coffee. Grandma would make us fresh, cookies. And then had to, empty and washed out milk jug out of the freezer that was solid ice, right? So as the day, the milk jug would melt down some and you get water. But, if it wasn't melted down enough, I just had to drink Grandpa's black coffee. And I just ended up getting a taste for it. And I cannot stand to put sugar, cream, or anything in my coffee. Ever since it just don't taste right. But that's also something, times you spent with your grandfather too, that might just make that difference, also. So yeah, man, we got some great people in here. Tell you what, Jamie, would you mind shouting out the side chat out there? And guys, somebody think of something that everybody could type in the side chat. Anybody?
Hashtag coffee.
SS for shot show.
SS. Okay, yeah. Whatever. Sounds good. So
Husband says whiskey.
He always says whiskey. His favorite word.
All right, let's go with SS. Everybody's typing it in, so that's what we're doing. So first of all, let me say welcome to everybody in the side chat, and we appreciate you very much for being here. So we got Nutty 357 says horsepower. Mr. Bob says hard cider, and so we got Keith Gregory, Tactical Bud, Michael Dunn, Colt 1927, Alaska One Andy, Abigail Finnegan, Boomsticks Revenge, Travis T, Macman 039 Reloading's in the side chat and on the panel. Artac and Daughters, Abigail Finnegan, Keith Gregory, Tommy Boy, Tim S, Pat in a Bunker, M. Gabriel, Garage Guy 879 is also in the panel and on the side chat. Rich White also on the panel. Mr. Bob, there's Nutty 357 again. There's Colt 1927 again. Dwayne 7834. DM Foss. Ozzy Orsborn. Boomstick's Revenge, Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy, Chessboard SS Social Security, Woods SKS, the Scottish American, Agorizer, and let's see, I think that's everybody. Well, if we didn't call your name and if I missed you, we apologize and thank you for being here. And we are blessed by your presence.
Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. And also, I see Foss out there in the side chat, and G-Web's saying, is there a bracket on your live show tonight? So anyway, we'll see what Foss says, and that is not immediately following this show, but I think an hour or so afterwards, the Saturday Night Mouse Party. So anyway, we'll make sure after the show you guys check that out. Great show, always a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, there's such good people out there, man. I just love each and every one of them and everybody on the panel. He says there's no live after the show. Hopefully, okay, so he's not doing his live show tonight, I take it. So that's always a bummer. But he does his Wednesday night mouse party too. So anyway.
So what is the bracket thing they're talking about? Am I missing something?
Yeah, basically what it is, you take, you fill in a college bracket kind of thing. Well, what you do is you get that paper, right? And you can do it online. There's websites that have them. And you fill in the first round of everything with, say, different types of firearms, different TV shows, different things. And everybody on the panel gets a vote on each thing, and the winning one moves on to the next round. And at the end, whichever one's left standing, that's the one that's declared to be the best for that bracket.
Yeah. So it's basically a one-sided bracket, Jamie.
Oh, two-sided.
Just one-sided.
Well, two-sided ones. It
takes a lot.
When I've done them on my show, we've done 16 different ones.
But yeah, sometimes it would just be, certain types of firearms, whatever the case might be, and people on the panel and side chat get to vote what moves on to the next deal. So it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit of time. And
you can get some really interesting outcomes. Like the bracket that was on Midnight Range TM's one show, the one time Slim Jim won as the best candy bar.
I think that was to our buddy Gizzard Gary.
Yeah, Gary. We were trying to figure out before the show went on, trying to figure out another candy bar to put on the bracket, and Gary said Slim Jim, and that ended up winning.
So, oh man.
That's great, except Slim Jim's not a candy bar.
Exactly.
Sold in the candy bar.
Yeah.
But it is down the snack aisle.
Well, I will say this. Last week on Ron Wayne's members live, he did a bracket, and it was basically what gun, if you could only choose one gun, what would it be? It could be pistol, rifle, whatever. They come down to high point and an AR, high point carbine and an AR. And AR only won by like one, maybe 2 votes. So you never know what's going to happen in those.
Yeah, my first Christmas Eve episode, the first one we did a bracket best Christmas song, and the Chipmunk song won from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Okay. Scotch American asked me out there, said, so for folks that are gifted memberships, maybe a small explanation of what that all is included. So What we do with the memberships, I call them VIPs on here. Um, we we have a live show on Tuesdays, and we basically just we do that. We just have fun. About an hour and a half. We do a giveaway, and one thing about the giveaway there is there's multiple prizes. Like you get to pick from like 6 different prizes, the one you want, and pretty much all those prizes are not ones that I give away on this show. So it's something totally different. I think we have uh, like boar snake, mag holders, rifle sling, and then of course we do, which everybody asks, to include the little black slim knife because everybody, really, really likes that knife. And then actually, I think we have another knife over there or two that we give away that you can only get as a VIP, a member, and we do basically when they win, there's a deal brought up screen or whatever, and they get to pick whichever one thing that they want out of those. And so, we kind of do a little bit different to do something special for the VIPs, and plus on that chat, the StreamYard link is pinned at the top, so anybody that's in there is always welcome to jump on the panel and talk, visit, even for a few minutes, with the camera, without, it don't matter, because I like to basically just turn that over to the community of the the members, and so we talk about a lot of fun stuff, and then plus I've not been doing, after I hurt my ankle, I kind of went through a spot there that I wasn't able to make very many videos, but I also do videos or bloopers that is just on that membership. That's the only way you can see them. It's just for the the VIP members. And so anyway, there's different perks and stuff. So anyway, that's kind of what it's about. I try to make it the best I can for the membership starts, I think it is $3 and something or whatever. It's not very much, but I understand that times are tough, man. Bread, milk, eggs, everything's gone up in price. So, I totally understand that. And so I just want to do something special for the people that do, donate that money for their membership, every month and stuff. So anyway, I really do appreciate y'all very much. I honestly do. And with that money from the memberships, I mean, really, guys, that money comes into this channel and that goes right back out to gifts for everybody. That's what pays for these, the little black slim knife, all that stuff. So it's not coming out of my pocket like it has been for the last year. So that really helps out a bunch. So, man, we got a lot of great people out there. Yeah, Michael Dunn said it helps channel for better prizes and more prizes. So there's no doubt about that. Let's get on to a topic for tonight. We got some great topics, as always. And Ron Wayne, we're going to do a topic later. You don't head out of here early like you did last night on the Takeover show, because we have a topic that you just happened to miss last night. And so, anyway, we're going to jump out here. Let's talk about this. We had another one we'll get to, but I'd like to talk about this one first. And this is recoil impulse. Doesn't matter to you, not only to you, because most guys are going to be like, hey, I can dual wield 500 Magnum snub nose revolvers. I mean, well, that's good for you if you can. But anyway, the main thing is does it matter to you personally? Maybe on the way you shoot, And for other shooters, maybe it might be, I always hate to spring women into this, your wife, your daughter, whatever, because I don't really want to put them in a class that say, hey, they can't handle recoil, because there's women out there that can shoot, handle that recoil way better than I can. I mean, they'll shoot it and just smile, and I might shoot it and cry, So I really hate to bring it down to them, but, maybe younger kids or something like that. And, just basically, recoil impulse, as general, just your thoughts on it and everything. And so we'll just start out with you, Jamie, and side chat, please chime in on what you guys think too.
I'm not afraid of recoil. I kind of like it. It can get too extreme. Like, for example, 12 gauge shotgun. I like shooting about a box. I don't like shooting 12 gauge all day long. And of course, it depends on the gun, of course, like you were talking about. Snub nose revolvers, they can be, especially in your Magnum cartridges, can be they can be a handful. I tell you, one of my worst things, and I think we've talked about this, but those little pocket 380s that were so popular back in the like 2010 through 15, I think it was the Taurus TCP, the Ruger LCP, and the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. Those things, there's not enough mass in that gun to tame the recoil, and let's be honest about our AR-15s. Everybody loves them, but most of the recoil that you feel when you shoot an AR-15, particularly in 223 and 5.56, is the action working, and it's such a violent action. It's the recoil impulse on an AR-15 is different than anything else, and I think it was Tommy Boy that brought it up last night when we were talking about scopes on Georgia Shooting Connection. The recoil is in different directions, and it really tears up a scope really bad on the AR platform. And I can understand that. I won't argue that. But 44 Magnum handguns, that's another one. You got to make sure the firearm that you're shooting those out of. And we'll talk more about that later. So let me pass it over to the next guy. Who you want to go next, Hillbilly?
We'll just go over to Mac, man. Next.
Well, like I said last night, I'm a total recoil junkie. I love it. The more it kicks, the better. I love shooting big rifles, big pistols, shotguns. The more it hurts, the more I enjoy it. There must be something wrong with me, I think. But
You see a doctor about that?
Before long.
Yeah, I'll hold my S&W 500 in one hand and my S&W 460 in the other, and I'll try and pull the trigger together. I haven't made a video of that yet, but I might.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, I do like the recoil, especially on big rifles, 338 Lepaus. I've shot some 50 cals. It's just a rush when those things kick back on you, and it's I must admit I do like it.
Alrighty. Does it matter on though, taking you said you took your grandson out to shoot today. So when you're implementing guns in the hands of the younger kids and stuff, how important is that recoil to you as far as introducing guns and stuff?
I'll always start them off on obviously the smallest one. He's been shooting 22s with me for years, and then we got him into the 9mm. And then we got him into a 223 AR. But today he was he was handling the full-blown 357s out of my Python. He was shooting the 45s. He shot a couple of 44 specials. And the gun he liked the most was the 10 mil. The pistol and the little, like the AR style 10 mil I got. And they both kicked quite hard, those 10 mils, but he really enjoyed it. He liked shooting the pistol. And so I said, next time we go out, I'll probably get him into shoot the 44 mag. I'm not going to put him into the 500 or the 460 yet. When he says he wants to shoot it, I'll let him shoot it, but I'm not going to just bring him in, because those are pretty aggressive. Those two guns are really, and I think for a youngster, the biggest thing is trying to hold on to it, because like I said, with the 500, it really flips. And I think he needs to have a nice pair of tight gloves and being able to hang on to that pistol, because otherwise it's just going to spin out of his hand. And I think once he's shot the full-blown 44 mag a few times, I think he might step up to it. But yeah, just bring him on slowly. And same with the rifles, bring him up 223, maybe 308, then them to a 7mm mag, and then might even get him into my 338 lapel. But yeah, just bring him up so he gets used to it, and he's fine with it then.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Also, I mean, guys, I have a strong just rule myself. I don't care if it's an adult or whatever, but anytime I hand somebody a pretty powerful gun, revolver, whatever, it's only got one bullet in it. I don't care what they say. I mean, that's just my rule of thumb. You know, you shoot that first shot and you handle that okay, we'll put some more in them. And just because of that, you know, raise up or over the shoulder or whatever, you know. So always stay safe. You know what I mean? Honestly, guys, always use your head and stay safe, regardless of what the other person might say. You know, I mean, they already brought their 500 Magnum and they're shooting it one-handed. That's another story. But, you know, if it's somebody that you've not seen shot before, you know, just be safe out there, guys, man. So, Rich, what do you think? What's your ideas about that, buddy?
Well, I like shooting, but then there's a big but here. With the damage to my right arm, I can't shoot some of the stuff I used to shoot. It's too painful. We were at the range not that long ago, and somebody handed me their 629. I was like, here, you want to shoot a couple of rounds off of this? Because he saw me with my 627. And I fired one round and handed it back to him. It was just, that just wasn't going to work. I mean, and Jamie's point about the LCP, my wife had one of those. She shot it once and promptly sold it.
My wife, exactly.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to buy a 380 LCP, and I brought it home, let my wife and daughter shoot it, and they're like, after 2 shots, like, nah. No,
Yeah,
like, okay.
She did the same thing with her Smith & Wesson 642 airweight. She shot that once and sold it too. She didn't like that either.
Alrighty. Yeah, and also, guys, Mike and Mini Mike's is out there. Howdy, buddy. And the rest of you guys that jumped in. We appreciate all of you. And anyway, hashtag HBN59 to get in the drawing. And if you are in MacMan's chat like Vanessa here, I welcome you. But if you put your hashtag in there, the generator thing will not pick your hashtag up. You have to be on the main chat for it to pick up your hashtag. So anyway, just remember that, guys. And thank you for sharing that, MacMan. I really appreciate you, brother.
No problem at all.
So anyway, Mark, Garage Guy, this was one of your topics that you wanted to talk to you about a few weeks ago. We talked about this, and we've just been super busy through December and everything, so we got to finally bring it up. So what's your thoughts on this, buddy?
Before I answer, I sent you a little message on a private chat there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Recoil really doesn't bother me too much. It's like anything else. You got to do it more than once, do it again to get used to it and see what you like best and what you can work with best. That being said, uh, to me, my carry round mostly over the past several years has been 357 SIG. It's either been a Glock 32 Gen 3 or the Glock 33 Gen 3. And compared to 40 Smith & Wesson, you know, both of those have a little more oomph to them than 9mm. But recoil impulse is different to me. Seemed like 40 to me had more of the muzzle rise to it. But 357 SIG had more of the back in the palm of your hand, recoil. And that was more manageable for me. Plus, also, as far as a self-defense situation, if you got to make follow-up shots, it's a lot easier to deal with that back in the palm of your hand than it is with muzzle rise. So that's one of the big reasons I really prefer 357 SIG.
Awesome. That's I think a great choice, and stuff, and a lot of good reasoning there. I totally agree with you. Follow up shots, keep that barrel down is definitely the best. So I appreciate that, buddy. And so Mark Thomas. Oh, do you got some more, buddy? I'm sorry.
Just one thing. The Glock has a lower bore axis on the top of the pistol than a lot of others do, and that also helps eliminate muzzle rise. At least it does in my case.
Nice. All righty. So we'll jump on over to you, Mark Thomas. What's your thoughts on this, buddy?
Well, I don't consider myself any kind of a recoil junkie. I'm not afraid of it. Actually, I used to shoot a lot of 22 and my 32s. I like those light ones, 38. But in the probably last year and a half or so, I've really gotten hooked on the big bore guns. And I love shooting that 44. I mean, the trigger guard gets you on the knuckle, and that's a good reason for wearing some gloves. But what I've found is I really like those stout loads with a good heavy bullet, that 310 grainer. You get that push almost like a black powder. I'm kind of like G-Webs. I love shooting those 50 caliber black powders too. You get the boom and you get that little shove, and it feels good. I'm pretty happy with the bigger, 357, the 41, the 44. I have kind of got an itch for a 454 Casull now. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it could. And I do like that recoil impulse. I don't like it to hurt, but I like it to push a little bit, and I love that big boom.
Awesome.
That 41 back kicks, doesn't it?
Yeah. I have put it up in my cast, and I didn't expect them. I didn't anticipate them to be as stout as they were, and boy, they had a little snap to them. I'm hoping to get my chronograph running right, because I was getting some weird sways between like 1200 and 1400. I'd like to get it straightened out so I can start a little more steady.
Well, Boomstick says if recoil won't matter if you have a recoil of cough drop first. And
recoil.
Boss says hand grenades eliminate recoil concerns. That's true, buddy. Yeah. Oh man. Alrighty, man. Thanks a lot for that, buddy. So Pat, what's your thoughts on this?
I've never had much trouble with handguns or even shotguns as long as they were semi-auto. You know, especially on the 12 gauge side. That's what I've carried for years and years, bird hunting
Oh,
on the
good.
12 gauge side, and you know, clay shooting, you know, throwing the pigeons and everything. You know, never had much of a trouble, especially if you can get them set up right. You know, especially for my old Remington Model 11 with the different pieces and parts so you can use to slow that whole thing down and get it right with the right load and everything in there. It's actually not too bad. But, I met my match on something that just absolutely kicked my butt when I got it, and I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But it's this bad boy right behind me that I did a special build on. It's a 7.62 by 54R Mosin Nagant, and it's the carbine version. And when I first got it, it was bone stock, metal plate in the back. And I'm here to tell you, fellas, that one will kick your butt 9 ways from Sunday with that dang metal plate and everything. And I'm not a big guy. I'm 6 foot, about 150 pounds. So I ain't got much meat on my bones, and my collarbone and my shoulder and everything is just like bone on bone contact right here with that steel. But you know, with that one, I got pretty lucky. They made nice rubberized pad for the back of it, and I put the muzzle brake out on the end of it, and that tamed it because I didn't like it when I first got it, and I was like, man, I'm not going to be shooting this one very much. But you know, did my research and got into the weeds on it a little bit, got that pad, and then got that muzzle brake out on the end of it, and man, that calmed it down. And now I can just about shoot that one all day long now. But that's the only one I've really been afraid of shooting, when it had that metal butt plate on it and no muzzle brake out on the end of it. Because man, it would, especially on a bonier guy, you know, it just was crushing my collarbone. And I actually got a bone bruise about the first 5 rounds I put through it on my collarbone and my shoulder. And I was like, nope. But no, it's as long as there's certain items in place, you know, like if I got a good pair of gloves for a Magnum or something like that. But like everybody else was saying, like with the featherweights and stuff, it's just like, I'm just not a fan of them. There isn't enough bulk behind them to really keep me and the gun on target with the muzzle flip and everything. Now, like big bores, like your 44 mags or something like that, where it's not necessarily a carry gun, where you're going out to the range and having some fun with it like that, being able to absorb all that through the hands and the arms and everything, you know, never had a problem with that. But with rifles, if it's got too much kick to it and it's just beating my shoulder up, I have a tendency to stay away from those.
Yeah. And like I've had those times out shooting trap all day, and then my shoulders definitely starts taking a beating, 12 gauge, and then mostly by the time I get home that evening, I got an ice pack strapped to it because it seems like a few hours later, it really starts throbbing. Anyway, I want to say, anybody want to say congratulations to Travis T for winning tonight? He doesn't give away yet, but he wins a lot. So,
yeah. Real quick, if I can, I want to going back to my wife in recoil. I said she didn't like the 2 pistols that she's owned. In contrast, the 2 rifles she owns is the Mosin Nagant carbine, like Pat was saying, without the rubber butt pad. and a 450 Bushmaster. So,
Wow.
which isn't
Well-
exactly light on recoil either.
No.
Well, she's tougher than I am.
Yeah. Ooh, man, those comments are coming in here. Yeah, Scotch American where he said hashtag rigged on Travis T winning. So and so did our tag. I believe one night on here we had Woods when was it 3 in a row though? Where he's giving away multiple or he's doing something. I don't remember if it's a takeover show or something, but yeah, Woods one night was very, very lucky on winning too. So man, for me on recoil, I'll shoot everything, about anything once, but then again, for me, it comes down to like, if that gun hurts my hand or my shoulder, to the point, am I going to buy that? And am I going to actually enjoy shooting it? That's something that I think about, also. And, so, I kind of take a lot of those, and look at when I'm, especially if I'm going to buy a gun. And then, like, I think it was, a few people talked about it earlier, now the 460 Smith & Wesson, I love that gun. The recoil is more back in your hand and just the energy that comes around, when you shoot it. I love it. And I personally like shooting it better than I do the 44 Magnum. Not that I don't like the 44 Magnum, but if both of them sitting on the table, I'm probably going to pick up that 460. But it's just preference of different people. And when it comes to youngsters, man, I always like to start them out young, with a, very light recoil, especially even if it's somebody that's a new shooter, because I personally know people that their dad or grandpa or whoever handed them some, light, shotgun or rifle or something for their first time to shoot. And all they remember was the pain and the noise. Of course, back then nobody, I don't know about everybody else, but yeah, you didn't have Air Pro back then or nothing. And, it just literally makes them not want to shoot a gun, and so, we don't want to do that to anybody. Really, no matter how funny you think it is, it's not funny. It's really not, guys. So, be nice when you have new shooters, young or old. Let them get the handle of it, not only for that reason, but also for safety reasons. It makes a lot of difference. And if they're going to love shooting or if they're actually going to hate it, and, you do that to somebody, it might be the last time they shoot a gun, because of, just the, that right there, you hand them too heavy of a gun or too much recoil, of a gun, and they're just done, so. And I definitely never call anybody a sissy or any other names because of it. It's a whole nother deal, especially if you're a new shooter, And so anyway, yeah, you'd think I'd be a recoil junkie. Many times I've been hit on the head with a frying pan. So anyway, so let's we're gonna be doing a giveaway, guys, here in about 20 minutes, roughly. So make sure you're hashtagging HBN59 and getting that drawing. And not only do we have one gift, and I am going to be giving away the skinny black knife because that just keeps getting requested. But anyway, Garage Guy has very generously said that he has a knife that he'd like to give away tonight. So that is awesome, brother. Thank you. So we're actually going to have 2 giveaways tonight. Appreciate that, man. So anyway, let's jump on over to another topic real quick, and we'll go through this before we get to the giveaway. So do you have a firearms list for 2024? And I believe that pretty much everybody probably does. And this can be, we talked about this a little bit last night on the Takeover show. And we took over Giz Gary's show last night and had a good time. Thanks for everybody that jumped over on that. But we talked a little bit about this last night. We were kind of mainly talking about pistols. So anyway, rifle or pistol, what would you what's kind of on your list? And we got about, we'll go through this. We got about 20 minutes, about 20 minutes. So, Pat, we'll just start out with you down there on the bottom and work our way back around. Pat might be putting wood on the fire. So, Mark Thomas, we'll just jump over to you, buddy, and we'll catch Pat when he pops back on.
All righty. I had to get myself unmuted. Like I said, I'm kind of getting a hankering for a 454. I shot one years ago. A real good friend of mine, he had a Taurus Raging Bull, and something like that is kind of just something I think I'd like to have. I still want to have a 44 Special Snubby, something to carry. I wouldn't necessarily carry it all the time, but it would just be nice to have, something to play with, something I could reload for, get another bucket of brass to play with. And I did get my 41 Magnum Blackhawk, but that one that MacMan picked up about a year ago, that Taurus.
Which one was it? The 41 Mag.
Yeah.
The stub nose one, yeah.
Yeah, that has my interest too. And if I could find one of those, I would definitely add that to the collection. But other than that, I'm not sure what else I would really be going for right now. Any odd thing. If I find a 327 that's a reasonable price, I'm definitely going to pick something like that up. 32 H&R mag, that would definitely make its way into. I've already got a few of those, so I don't have any specific list, but when something good presents itself, I'm definitely gonna jump on it.
The 327, that's the Scandium version of the 627, right?
No, I'm talking about 327 Federal Magnum.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Smith & Wesson 327.
Yeah,
which you might want to look at that too, Mark, if you like recoil.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that one. No, 327 Federal Magnum is really hot. Super Magnum in 32 caliber, which is a weird caliber that I've had a fascination with for 25 or 30 years now. I love 32 ACP. I love the 32 Smith & Wesson long, and just goes the whole way up. If you can get something that's 327, you can shoot all 5 calibers. In fact, CW did a nice video the other day. He got a barrel insert for his 410 shotgun that is 327 Magnum, so he could shoot 5 different 32 calibers plus the 410. So that's just the weird things, the odd things are what really strikes me. Who knows what's going to end up in the collection this year?
Oh man, that's really good stuff there. Being a car guy, anytime you see, anytime anybody says 327 454, I have to jump. I have to think. I'm just first thing that pops in my head is Chevy engines. So
Yeah, I
I
can see
didn't
that.
think about that, but you're right.
yeah, I
Voice
mean, it does
power.
every time. Yeah, yeah. You kind. It's kind of like seeing a squirrel or seeing something shiny. You know, as soon as somebody says that, my mind just always goes there. For a second. So, garage guy, how about you, buddy?
Well, as far as long guns, I'd like to get in some long distance target shooting. Probably something in 17 HMR that I could build on. I'm looking at the Ruger Precision rifle as far as that goes. And as far as handguns, I've been getting into 22 LR really heavily here lately. And maybe later on this year, I don't think it should cost $1,000, but that Smith and Wesson Model 41, my God, that thing's $1,000, and even though I can't see it, I would like to shoot one, and I don't know if for the price it'd be worth it, but I'd like to at least give it a chance, So there'd be my two picks for this coming year.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'd be good ones right there. No doubt about that. So, Rich, what's on your radar, buddy?
Well, I do want to get something in 300 blackout. Replace my 5.56 home defense with the 300 blackout, possibly suppress it. And then pistol. We talked about pistols last night, but definitely want to get one of the Live Free Armory Apollo 11s and the Shadow 2 compact. I want one of them. And what else? There was a couple other things I said last night that I can't remember right now. But there's a long list. I could be here for the whole 20 minutes. So I think I need to let somebody else go though. So I think MacMan will be next.
Yeah, you bet you, brother.
Well, pistol wise, I want that the new Colt Python Compact Elite, which I showed you last night. That's on my list, and also a Henry revolver 357 non-bird head, I think. I'm gonna try and find octagon barrel Henry in 41 mag. I've got most of my Henrys and things to match up with my pistols I've got, but I haven't got a 41 mag lever action. So definitely one of those, I think.
Very nice.
And anything when I go back, because I go to a local gun store now, and they always have a lot of used stuff. And I'm keeping an eye out for the early Smith & Wessons, all the ones that are like the first generation, not like a 57-2 or -3. I want one with no dash, no numbers on it, just the main number. So I managed to pick up a 57 a week ago in 41 mag, and I'm going to try and keep an eye out for those early ones, those first generation guns, which if they ever pop up, I'm just going to grab them and add them to my collection. And probably I'll have a big list probably next week. Once the guys start posting stuff from SHOT Show, I'll probably have another big list like I did last year.
Awesome. Oh man. Yeah, SHOT Show is gonna, after SHOT Show is gonna make a big difference. And so, all right, that's some good stuff, Mac. Man, I appreciate it. So, Jamie, how about you, brother?
I know y'all have heard me say this over and over, but I'm resolute. I will have a Marlin Ruger 44 mag lever action. And I went to a gun show today. I saw Rossi's for starting at $600, and it was tempting, but it ain't a Marlin, and I resisted. So there's that. And I had an acquisition this week. I was blessed with a uh, CZ 75 BD, which is the gun that I had stolen and break in my house, and uh, that was a real blessing. So I think that's more than I need to say about that already. But we'll have video on that. But I'm humbled by that, and that is I can't talk about that much, or I'll break up. But I won't. If
I think there's a weasel involved in that, no doubt.
there's definitely a weasel involved in that, and if he's still out there, Scotsman, I want you to hold me accountable, brother. I want you to make me not compromise and get a Rossi 44 instead of that Marlin. I really got my heart set on that, and they're rare out there right now because of the fact that they're new and everybody's grabbing them up. And I have an affinity for 16 gauge shotguns, and I saw one of those today, and it was tempting not to, because it was just like a gun that I have, but it was in much nicer condition. It was a Stevens 5100 side by side, 16 gauge,
nice.
and it was like $550, and it was hard not to grab that thing up. But that money set aside, that's their Ruger Marlin. So, and another guy at the gun show almost got, I mean, that close to getting almost all of my Ruger Marlin money. He had a 629-1, and he wanted $800 for it. And it was so tempting. It was in beautiful shape. I think what made my mind up is that we were at a gun show and they had wire tied the cylinder shut, so I couldn't open the cylinder and confirm the model number and the dash number. It did not have the original Smith & Wesson grips on it. It had aftermarket grips. There was no box and no paperwork. And when you're looking at a gun like that, you just don't know if it's stolen. You don't know if it's been used in a crime or whatever. So I think discretion was the better part of valor, although it was a great gun and a great price. But
you made the right choice.
I just,
Yeah.
it was very, very tempting. And so that's where I'm at. I'm wish list, always the Shadow 2s. Like Rich said, Shadow 2s are some of the finest handguns I've ever fired. And so there's that. And there wouldn't have been any bill of sale, Nutty. This was an individual. This guy was walking around with 2 guns for sale. Yeah, boomstick. That's great.
Yeah, it is not.
And I think the only reason I like 16 gauges is because, number one, you don't see them anymore, and they're rare, and and it's hard to find ammunition for them, but I can make it, so that's cool. So, and I'm concerned, did we skip over Pat, or did Pat go first? Or
We was waiting. We got to go back to him. He was off air, I believe. Probably throwing
Yeah,
wood
I
on
was
the
I was
stove.
putting wood in the wood stove. Yep,
Yeah.
You nailed it. I heard you, but I couldn't get back to my computer in time to get online.
So we're up to you, Pat. What's on your wish list for 2024?
Well, I wish that what I could afford to get and what I want to build are two different things. But here's my ultimate wish list. I would love to take just a regular Mosin Nagant long barrel with the octagon receiver on it. Take the barrel off, and they make a machine gun barrel that goes onto that can be rebarreled in 7.62 by 54. And I've got this all wrote down on a piece of paper. It's in my gun filing cabinet, but I've got everything picked out for it: the chassis, the trigger, everything, and the way that thing would be built. And with the right loads, since I've got all the dies and everything, and I've done a lot of playing around with that round. I've seen guys that have done this to these guns. Man, they shoot absolutely phenomenal, even out to 2,000 yards. I mean, they're ringing steel out there, and it'd be an awesome build. It would be an awesome build, but man, those machine gun barrels are getting harder and harder to find now, and to have it rebarreled right, and who knows how long they're going to make the chassis set up for that. But yeah, this thing, it would be a slick distance shooting rig. But yeah, that'd probably be it's kind of a toss up between that and the Quigley Down Under rifle. Man, that 2-stage trigger and everything on there, that just, man, ever since I seen Quigley Down Under, I was instantly hooked on shooting long range. And to have something like that, the Quigley gun, that would be so awesome. That's on my two tops of my wish list.
There's a company making those, Pat.
Oh, trust me, I've looked into it.
Yeah, they're around $2,000, so it's obtainable.
Yeah, and that's if I was to do the Mosin build with the machine gun barrel. If I priced everything out, and this has been probably 7-8 years ago when I priced all this out, even then it was going to be around $2,500 to build. Right? I mean, have it done, just superbly. So yeah, it's those might be my two top rifles, and then we talked about this one last night. The Platypus 1911 9mm double stack, painted up like Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb. Call me a geek. I don't care.
To Buck's comment, it wasn't a revolver, Buck. It was a 1911. that was supposed to be designing.
Yeah. Belt feed.
Yeah.
And Michael Dunn said, this statement here, it must be for your state, I guess, because, we don't have to go through FFL for a private sale here. And
we don't either.
Not here.
So.
I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but we don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing I'll touch on real quick, Hillbilly. Sorry to cut you off, but man, just like Mark said, like on those guns and stuff, when people are trying to sell guns and everything, make dang sure that you can take a look at everything and really vet the guy, especially if you don't know him from Adam. Just be careful out there when you're purchasing privately owned guns. Just cover your own rear end and get a bill of sale on it. And if they won't write you up the bill of sale on it, so that way you have some tracks back and keep it in your filing cabinet or your gun safe or whatever. It's not worth getting. It really ain't, folks.
Yeah, and
Just be
also
careful.
I'd like to say something here real quick. 556 Media out there. I don't know if everybody knows him, but thanks for being here, buddy. He did a video the other day. I thought it was really, really cool. He was showing everything he had stored in his basically kind of like he called like a, you know, what most people call kind of like a bug out bag, but not like as far as ammunition, but as far as stuff that you would want to take with you, you know, if you're thinking, you know, you're going to be out for a week or 2 weeks or something like that, you know, even camping or whatever. And I thought he had a lot of great stuff in that video. So, you know, guys, make sure you go there and check out 556 Media. And if a moderator, I think there's a blue wrench out there somewhere. And if somebody like those link up there, man, I really enjoyed that video and some other stuff he's done. So go there and check him out. And there's Defense Dad just showed up. And also we have MCK just rolled in. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we've had, since we did roll call, we've had a lot of people jump in, man. So, anyway, okay, yeah, here, I believe that's his channel there. So, you guys go check it out. There's a lot of good stuff over there, but I really appreciate that video because there's a few things in there that, like, I didn't think about. So, it kind of made me to go back and revisit, you know, what I had. So anyway, and like I said, it wasn't like there wasn't like ammo and guns and stuff in the bag. It was just basically like a little survival, you know, type bag. So it even great going out, you know, camping or something like that, you know. So anyway, there we go. So let's go ahead and give some stuff away. Everybody likes to win something. So anyway, guys, make sure you get your hashtag in HBN59, and we're going to give some away to one lucky person. And I'm definitely going to have to update this membership deal here now, thanks to Buck and Michael Dunn and anybody else to join. Man, I appreciate that, guys, a lot. It really does help me, and I'm not stingy with that, man. It goes right back out to Hillbilly Nation, trust me. And, so anyway, let's go ahead and see, guys. I'm going to jump off your comments here for a second and do this giveaway. And then right after that, we're going to do a new hashtag. And Garage Guy has a wonderful knife to give away also. But I am going to, I guess I should grab the knife. Most everybody's seen it. But anyway, this is, I can go ahead and pull this window up, I guess. This is what everybody calls the black skinny knife. It is a flipper knife. Got a really cool little blade on it. I love this thing. I use it so much. Honestly, I do. And anyway, there's a glass breaker on here, but Moose says it's an icebreaker to break up ice for your mixed drinks. So, you know, that's up to you. And it does have a pocket clip on it. So that's what I will be giving away tonight. And we got some more hashtags coming in here. So anyway, tell you what, Jamie, tell me when to spin this thing.
Okay, hold on just a second. We got more coming in.
We do.
Are you ready?
I am ready, bro.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Boomstick.
All right.
Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations.
Here comes the boom.
Congrats, Boomer.
Let me write his name down real quick. And Mark, if you got your giveaway you want to do, you got that handy, I will blow you up here and let you show
Right
it
here,
off.
my friend. We tried to give this
real
away.
quick, Boomstick, you got to say something, buddy. You do have to be present, so make sure you shout out there, buddy. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Mark.
It's all right. This is one we tried to give away right before Christmas, Elite Edge. I got this from the Cutlery Corner Network, and I'll go ahead and open this up right quick. It's got the black laminate handle on it. As you can see, it has a belt clip, and it's about 7 or 8 inches in length. And this is not a light knife. It's got a little bit of, it's solid. Really solid, brand new, never been used. Still new in box right here. Some lucky person's going to win this here in a minute.
Is it sharp?
Yeah, it feels pretty sharp to me. You know,
Let's see you shave half your mustache off.
I think I'll pass on that, Jamie.
He got real quiet, didn't he?
Yeah. Caught me off guard.
Oh,
Mark
hey,
says it's
hillbilly.
not mustache shaving sharp.
Sorry, I hate to cut you all off, but Boomstick said I already got one. Give it to.
Yeah, I seen it, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to also shout out Bubba out there. I don't know what somebody locked the back door in Bubba, didn't they? He didn't make it in.
Yeah, it's 15 degrees here, so
yeah. So
He
yeah,
may not have
thanks,
shown up because he heard what Pat made the cider out of. So
Yeah.
So Boomstick, thanks a lot, Pat, for shouting that out. Boomstick graciously said, "Send that to Artec." So Artec, man, he's like cashing in, man. He won the Brownworks AR grips giveaway and some magnets and stuff. So awesome, buddy. I will put Artec down in there. And we'll be sending that to him. And sorry, guys, here I'm behind on the side chat, but I'm going to type in a new hashtag and get that ready real quick. So if you guys want to share anything amongst yourselves while I do this, I appreciate it.
yeah, garage guy, dude. There's 3 or 4 guys saying, "Shave it off, shave it off." Let's see it.
Oh, I've had this since 1988. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of like mine. If you seen me clean shave, it was when I was in my teens to early 20s. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I'm 61 years old. I don't remember when the last time I was clean shaven.
Well,
And
I'm
by that,
60.
I mean completely. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, me too. Like I said, 1988, I got out of the Army, and I've had the goatee or whatever you want to call it since then. You know, I don't even remember if I got a chin or not.
For me, it would
But
be
honest-
1999, and again, and just like with Garage Guy, we've been getting out of the Army. I haven't shaved since, and done a full shave since.
But the thing of it is, on the sides, it won't grow. Right here, it grows great, but on the sides, so what can I do?
Dale Pogue 61. I know that feeling, brother. And Pat says it's -2 there. Tim S. 11 degrees in Missouri. God,
Our wind
Man.
chill's in the negatives.
right.
Bubba.
Bubba, if you can't get here on time, just,
Well, you can't tell by my voice. You can't tell by my voice. I'm sick as can be right now.
oh no.
Man,
So I'm like
brother.
barely able to talk. That's one of the reasons why I didn't jump in. It's like everybody's happier now. They ain't got to hear me talk anymore.
You
Well,
definitely don't want to drink Pat's cider then.
Bring it
It'll
on.
cure what ails you.
Just
Bring it
wave or make faces.
Yeah.
Man. Brother, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overworked me. Now I'm sick. It's wonderful. Whew.
Probably Abigail. Probably are.
Yeah, I think so. So, guys, type in #GarageGuy, and for this next giveaway, so like I thought maybe you was working on your Sam Elliott voice or something.
No, not in the slightest. Of course, comes with the territory, coughing and hacking everything imaginable out of your lungs.
So, guys, if you don't mind, I know like Bubba's saying he's sick, and there's a lot of other people that's been sick across the country, especially like even in our community for the last, several weeks to now, and then the cool weather and everything. So, anyway, Jamie, would you say a quick prayer for everybody out there that might be, battling sickness or the cold weather or whatever, brother?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. Let's pray. Great and gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight with not just thankful and grateful hearts, but Father, with heart's concern for our fellow human beings, our brothers in the community, and our friends on YouTube. We want to thank you for the vehicle and the mechanism of YouTube that's brought us all together from all parts of the country. And Lord, we know your hand is involved in that. But right now, Father, we want to lift up those that are not feeling well. We've got Julio especially going through some really bad changes. So we just pray your hand of healing on him, as well as Bubba and so many others in our community that aren't feeling well. And Lord, we just pray that it'd be an opportunity for you to bring glory to yourselves. Pray that you be with the doctors and the caregivers as they tend to our friends, and let us give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate that, brother. So make sure you guys get that hashtag in Garage Guy, because maybe I think he said something like we get like 30 people in this giveaway. You might shave a little bit of the mustache off or something. I don't remember what he said. So.
I tell you what, you know, every time you've seen me, I've had my home team hat on, and I got a brand new one in here. Maybe later on here after the snow thaws, if we can think of something for a good reason, I might take one or two of these and use it as a target.
Well, I think the way they performed during the football season would be enough reason for you to shoot the dang thing.
Yeah, but they finished up pretty strong, and the thing of it is, I'm not even gonna say it. It had no.
Well, if the Kansas City Chiefs don't win tomorrow, you might see a video of me shooting some Chiefs stuff. So,
who are they playing?
Oh, Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo.
That's
Right,
going to
yeah.
be a tough one. The 49ers came back and beat Green Bay and intercepted. What was so bad about it is Green Bay's kicker missed a field goal attempt with about 4 minutes left in the game and then after if they had made that field goal when 49ers scored that touchdown, the game would have been tied. And then Green Bay had a chance with about a minute left to drive down and try to kick a field goal to tie it, and their quarterback threw an interception. Game over. So you got the Niners won. And it was kind of like dirty pool too, man, because right when they got the ball back with 1 minute left, the bottom fell out. I mean, it was raining like crap. And yeah, it was like God wants the 49ers to win, and you can't argue. So it was, and of course, I got the sound off and I'm just glancing up every once in a while, but I thought y'all might find that interesting if you're a football fan.
I know the 49ers like to see Kansas City in the Super Bowl again, they said. So
one thing I can tell you right now is you can try to tell God that he needs to do something. He's just like, nah, I'll do it my way.
Alrighty, so we have another giveaway here, guys. Let's see who the winner is going to be for this awesome knife that Garage Guy is giving away. And we have 26 entries, guys. We got 35, 38 watching, and only 26 entries. So anyway, Garage Guy, since it's your giveaway, I'll let you call when to spin the wheel, brother.
All right. Let's go a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3 now.
All right, here we go. Round and round. Man, Tommy boy, he got in there by the skin of his teeth, didn't he?
Oh,
and Guns and barbecue. Congratulations, buddy.
Don't tell him. He can't see you won.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, man. So, barbecue, you're still out there, brother. Say something so we know you're here.
There he is.
There you go. Says, oh, snap.
Like I was cold-blooded.
Right.
I'm typing in my email address. Just send me a mailing address at this, and I'll get it sent out to you.
That's a good looking knife too.
Yes, it is.
It really is. It feels really solid.
Maybe barbecue will shave with it in the video. All right, there you go, barbecue. There's his email. So make sure you get a hold of him and get that sent out to you.
Congrats.
All righty. And I'm just going to say this. And now, we don't say names or anything, but Garage Guy, that was a giveaway that nobody had claimed, right?
Yes, from the week before Christmas.
Yeah, we won't put any names out there, but guys, if you don't get a hold of the people's giving away, how do you expect to get the gift? Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I had the same thing happen on my Christmas Eve show. The person that won the buck knife set didn't claim it, so I rewarded it to the person that came in second place.
Yeah.
Well, the same person had won on Jamie's show the night before and never claimed it.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, if you win, make sure you get the information to whoever's giving it away, because they can't get it to you if you don't get the information. And barbecue says he might shave his head, perhaps. So you don't shave his face. So,
So I think
right.
if I can expand on that just for a second, I think when somebody's nice enough to do giveaways, that somebody that's able to, and you're kind of clogging up the system like that, I think that's doing your fellow viewers a disservice.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, most definitely.
Not to pile on or nothing, but
Right.
well, I mean, it is. I mean, because somebody may be out there really, really wanting that, and and it may miss them by just one tick on the thing, and then that person just don't don't follow up, and so yeah. Yeah, if you enter these things, please make sure you get a hold of whoever's giving away. It sure makes it a lot easier. And so is Ron Wayne still out there? Did he leave already? He's gonna have to learn to not leave these chats so soon if he did.
Mm-hmm.
I love giving
I think he's still out there. He had a post a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for me to go too, Abigail. I got to teach Sunday school in the morning, so it's going to be hard to get up tomorrow, guys. I mean,
is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm
18.
right behind you.
Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
No, I said I'm right behind you. We were up at 5:30 this morning. Seth had a school competition for Future City, and he wants to get up and go to airsoft tomorrow. It's going to be 20-some degrees, but we're going to get up and go.
Ooh,
so
man,
I'm going to get out of here too. So
let's let you guys go ahead and plug what you got coming up and stuff like that. So Mark Thomas, you want to just go ahead and start, and we'll jump up to Jamie and anybody else that needs to jump off right now, and then we're going to we got another topic or so we might talk about. So
I don't really have anything to plug. I might do a couple more holsters, some of those laser engraved ones. I'll put a short video up about that, but that's probably about it. Hope everybody has a great week. Stay warm, stay safe. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you so much for being on here, Mark. Appreciate you, buddy. And guys, go over and check out Mark Thomas's channel. Great channel, awesome leather worker. I mean, just a true craftsman, and a lot of great gun stuff on there. So make sure you go over and check him out. Thanks a lot for being on tonight, Mark. Appreciate you. So how about you, Jamie?
Not Mark. Georgia Shooting Connection, Friday nights at 8 o'clock. I got 3 videos I'm working on. None of them's getting finished. As long as I work on 3 at a time, something's got to stop and got to focus. So that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow, trying to get a video out. So I want to thank all y'all guys in the side chat for hanging out with my brother Hillbilly up tonight. Thank you for having me, Hillbilly. You guys on the panel, thanks for putting up with me, and I appreciate you.
Well, thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate you always being here. And guys, go over and check out JH586. Subscribe to him, and great stuff over there. You won't be disappointed. So good night, Jamie. Thanks a lot, brother. You have a good evening.
Night, guys. Thank you.
Jamie.
Night, Jamie. Night. Can I jump off as well? I'm going hunting in the morning. I got a duck hunting trip at 4 o'clock, so I'm getting pretty tired. Oh my
goodness, man! Enjoy, have fun, buddy. You want to go ahead and plug whatever you got coming up? I know you have. I just want to congratulate. And if anybody don't know, MacMan hit 1,000 subscribers. That is awesome. Congratulations, brother. That is great. You really deserve it.
That's great. Thank you. Yeah, so I got a couple of videos going to be dropping. I'm going hunting in the morning, so I'll try and take some pictures of some duck hunting tomorrow. And of course, Monday night, 6 o'clock, Arizona, 8 Eastern, I got my 1,000 sub party. We're going to have a few special guests on the panel, and we're going to do some giveaways, and we're just going to have a fun time. It's I really appreciate all you guys subbing to me and managing to get over 1,000 subs, and it was just a milestone that I wanted to hit, get into the 4 figures, and I've finally done it. So huge thanks to everybody. I really appreciate you all. And yeah, just keep an eye out for some videos. I got plenty of videos coming and dropping, and we will see you all next time.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much for being on this evening.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good hunt.
night.
Have a good hunt.
Yeah, good hunting.
Guys, go over and check out MacMan's channel. Great stuff over there. Subscribe. He has some not only awesome guns, he's got some really awesome reloading stuff too. So, I mean, just great stuff there. And Bubba didn't get to plug his channel before he jumped off. He's put in a private chat that like his voice like was hurting and like it's just about completely gone. So he's going to get some rest. So I'll plug Bubba's channel for him anyhow. He don't like to. He always plug somebody else's channels. But guys, go over and check out Bubba Triclops Ballistic. Great stuff. He don't like he don't call for action anything for himself. You know, he's a very generous guy. That he has some great videos. And his Wednesday morning live show, 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. It's called The Good, the Bad, the Bubba. And basically, like, he updates, like, everybody, like, on what other channels, YouTube channels are doing, what they got going on. And so, I mean, he's just a great guy. Go there and subscribe to him, and you know, you won't be disappointed at all. Some good stuff. He's a great guy, you know. And Michael Dunn and everybody, thanks for throwing out these links for everybody. Appreciate that, man.
If you're still out there, Bubba, listening, try some Theraflu, man. That stuff works great for me when I'm not feeling well. Mix some of that up in some hot water and drink it. It's a tea. It's like a green tea base. It doesn't have a real medicine-y flavor to it because of that. It's not bad, and it works.
Well, I'm going to bring up the topic that Ron Wayne missed last night. He got off early, and so we kind of went through this last night on the Takeover show. But we thought, well, since Ron wasn't on, we'd hit this again. So, what's your favorite cookie? We had a lot of good stuff come through last night. I was like, oh man, I want to try some of that. I want to try some of that. And oh man. Rich, what was your favorite cookie?
Well, I guess I'll stick with what I said last night. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Combination of
Good
two
stuff.
classic cookies.
Good stuff. And side chat. Also, man, throw out your favorite cookie. You may have done it last night, but maybe you missed one. So throw out your favorite cookies too. And awesome, yeah, that's good stuff right there, Rich. Garage Guy, do you have a favorite cookie?
Oh, there's too many out there to mention. I like about most of them, but right now I'm thinking about the Keebler fudge stripes. I love chocolate fudge. Oh man, I think I just gained 3 pounds sitting here talking about it.
Oh man, yeah, there you go. 556 Media said favorite cookies is chocolate chip that the elves toss out the window of the hall tree. I forget the name of them.
Those will be the Keebler.
The Keebler elves.
Keebler elves.
Yes. Yeah, Pat probably got cold. Pat probably cut down a darn tree and burning in his fireplace right now.
No, I'm still. I'm getting close, though.
At least the fire would smell like cookies. That'd smell good. And Michael Dunn comes in with the oatmeal raisin. That was one of mine last night. Yeah, I love a good
Ron's still out there. There he is.
Yes, he is. And Girl Scout,
Samoas.
Samoas.
yes, and those are good. I think my favorite Girl Scout, I think the one I like the most, I'm not always 100%, but I believe it is got the caramel in it with the coconut,
That's the
is it
Samoas.
maroons or
That's the Samoas. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those are really good.
My wife just ordered some Girl Scout cookies off of her coworker's daughter yesterday.
Awesome. Alaskan One Andy says no bake cookies. Yes, that's still one of my favorites. We call them wackies here. But man, when you catch some things still warm on the wax paper and you kind of just got to peel them off and they're still gooey and chicky and sticky. I mean, oh man.
I like those Little Debbie, the sandwich cookie that's made with the 2 oatmeal cookies with the cream in the middle of them.
Cream pie. Heck yeah. Yeah, Ron Wayne says, too many to mention. My problem was getting a bullseye to actually get one of them. Yeah, I think Misty should be a little more lenient to that, And so, but then he says Fudge Stripe is the official cookie of channel members.
They have a fudge version of that Little Debbie one, and it has striped icing on it. My son brought some of them home from work with him today. It was pretty good.
Nettie just says, I like all cookies. Don't matter. That's just, I kind of agree with you, Nettie, man. It's hard to find a bad cookie. I mean,
why do they call, she says animal cookies, but Misty says animal cookies, but we always call them animal crackers, and that's what it says on the package. Yeah. But they're not actually a cracker.
No.
They are more of a cookie.
Oh, she's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that come from brought over from a foreign country or something, the same way as like my buddy
like biscuits being
in London
being a biscuit in the UK.
Yeah, biscuit, and to me, that's just a hard cookie.
Yeah. When I worked at the one bar in Pittsburgh, we had a large Irish group of people that came in. They were exchange students going to Pitt, and one of their new advisors who just moved over here from England, we were talking about biscuits, and we were talking about 2 different things at the same time. They were talking about cookies. I'm talking about biscuits. I said, yeah, you put sausage gravy on them. They're like, this gave me a look like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, cookies are sweet. So with that being said, would a graham cracker be a cracker or a cookie? Because I love graham crackers and milk.
Oh, yeah. Man, I don't know. Graham crackers are awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have a good answer for you. I don't know.
I like Misty's idea with the animal crackers. She says put them in a bowl and pour milk on them. Eat them like cereal.
Yeah.
Oh, Frost jumps out there with some knowledge. He said animal crackers are made with layers. Cookies aren't.
Explain an Oreo.
And scones.
Oreos have 3 layers. You got a cookie layer, a cream layer, and a cookie layer.
Yeah, man. I think Ron said that earlier too in 556, man. Fresh chocolate chip cookies out of the oven with a glass of milk. Oh man. I mean, that's just awful.
Biscottis, yeah, biscottis are awesome. That's a good one, Nutty.
Yes.
The great cookie debate of 2024 right here.
Right?
Oh, cinnamon graham crackers. Yeah, man. Shortbread
Now,
cookies. Yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah, well, shortbread is the core of the Keebler fudge stripe. It's a
Yeah.
Is
shortbread
it?
cookie with fudge.
yeah. You know, I like those Keebler chocolate chip cookies. That's real soft
The
and
soft
chewy.
batch, the
Yes,
Yeah,
Keebler soft batch. Yeah.
absolutely.
those are
Yes.
And the Entenmann's ones that are similar to that are really good too.
Well, this is interesting. Tommy Boy says his lab knows the difference between the real Oreo and the Aldi's one. He says he won't eat the Aldi's Oreo.
Gunwild mentions chocolate covered graham crackers.
Oh
I
yeah,
just put on 3 more pounds. Wow,
Uh-huh.
those are awesome.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
2/3 of
great.
a s'more, chocolate covered graham cracker.
Heck yeah. Oh, and Misty has come with the frosted animal crackers.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Oh,
which,
those.
which
man.
actually are more of a cookie because the ones that they've had around here like that were like a hard oatmeal cookie with the frosting on them, shaped like animals.
Mm. Yeah. Oh man. I was gonna say I had something back up here a bit. I was gonna
Oh,
say
it-
oh
it's not Christmas without Danish butter cookies. Just gotta say.
oh yeah. Those are good. And what I was gonna say earlier was when we was talking when I said something about my buddy in London about the biscuits, they call them a cookie. I seen a video and they were giving kids there in London, like young teenagers, we're talking, 12, 10 to 13, 14-year olds, biscuits and sausage gravy like we eat here. First time there, and they're like, you call this a biscuit? They're like, this ain't no biscuit, And anyway, they took a bite, and about 99% of them, like when they took a bite of that, the look on their face was, this is amazing. I mean, they were like just getting after it, man. They're like, can I eat all this?
Mm-hmm.
They never had, biscuits and sausage gravy like we do here. And so, oh man, sugar cookies.
Most people haven't.
Nutty
eaten
says,
those. They would have a good biscuit.
lost weight from being sick. I can handle a few handfuls of cookies. Graham crackers are great with leftover frosting. Oh yeah, no doubt about that. And macadamia nut with white chocolate, my favorite. Oh man, Power 10, yeah.
Well, Mike, I
Please.
guess I'm going to go ahead and get off here tonight.
We're fixing to shut down here, buddy. If you want to hang on just a minute,
Okay.
we got down to you. We're just going to go to Pat, and then we're going to all jump out of here. So if you want to,
I'm good. I'm waiting.
Okay. So Pat, what's your favorite kind of cookie, buddy?
Probably my mom's. Well, all of them. I know I had the oatmeal raisin and the no bakes and everything, but probably my favorite all time from my childhood is probably got to be my mom's homemade chocolate chip cookies. I mean, she made everything except the chocolate chip. She had her own cookie recipe and just put the Nestle or Toll House, whatever she had, in there. And oh man, glass of milk, I just can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Man, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's very good. Anyway, so we're rolling out now.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out, buddy. I don't know if you're like on Bluetooth away from your deal or what, but I think we heard you pretty good. Yeah, man. Yeah, Nutter Butters. Yeah, there's talking about Nutter Butters out there now. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump out of here, guys. First of all, I want to thank the side chat. You guys are awesome. You guys are the show. You make the show. I appreciate each and every one of you very much. Love and each and every one of you. And I want to thank the panel tonight. You know, these guys that jump on, and just really appreciate each and every person. So real quick, let's run through the room here, and if you guys got anything to plug, go ahead and plug it, and we'll get off here. So, Pat, you still there, buddy?
Yep, I'm still here. Hopefully, everybody can hear me just fine.
Yeah, what you got coming up, brother?
Still working on some videos. Got a couple of gun videos that I just need to get out, just finish critiquing on. But other than that, yeah, just trying to busy staying warm. So that's my big deal. Thanks for having me on tonight. Thanks to the side chat out there. It was a really good side chat out there. So yeah, it's a good time. Thanks for having me on, brother.
Hey, thank you very much for being on. I appreciate you. Guys, go over and check out Pat in the Bunker. Go check out his channel. Subscribe. You never know what he's doing. He might be patting the bunker. It's on wood in the stove. He might be patting on a three-wheeler. He might be patting a tractor. You just never know which pat you're going to get, but always fun. So go over there and check him out. And so, Garage Guy, what you got coming up, brother?
Well, tell you what, I really enjoyed being on here tonight. It was good to hang out with you guys as always. The side chat was popping really well tonight.
Yeah.
And I got to say to Gunwild, excuse me, he mentioned vanilla wafers. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
But until the weather clears here, I'm not going to be able to really get any videos out this coming week. But excuse me, the two I'm going to concentrate on is the Ruger SR45 that I found at a gun shop here a couple of days after Christmas. And yesterday I got in my Walther PPQ M2 Chamberton 22 LR. So I hope to have something coming up on that here before long. And I want to say once again, good night, everybody. Stay warm, and hopefully warm weather will hit here before long.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, appreciate you being on tonight, buddy. I honestly do. Thank you so much, and thank you for that awesome giveaway that you did. That is
Anytime.
much enjoyed. And guys, go over and check out Garage Guy 879 and subscribe to his channel. Great stuff there. Really good stuff. So go over and check him out. And thanks again, buddy, for being here.
And Bubba, if you're watching, I hope you get to feeling better real soon.
Yeah, I think you made him sick by showing him that Glock deal all the time on the channel.
Oh, I behave myself tonight.
All right. Well, thanks, buddy, for being here. So, Rich, what you got coming up, brother?
Well, got this week unloaded as long as the weather holds up, which so far it has this weekend. So, knock on wood, and, you know. So, let's see. Since we talked about cookies the last 2 nights, maybe tomorrow night we can talk about donuts. What do you guys think?
There you go. Oh man, I sure like donuts as much as I like cookies.
Good to me.
That'll be at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night. And Hillbilly, you nailed it on out there in the chat. Vanilla wafers and banana pudding.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
You take one of the best things. You take the vanilla wafers, you smash them up, mix them up with some butter, spread it around a pie pan, pop that in the oven, give it a nice crust, and then pour your banana pudding on there with some Ready Whip on top and with some the cookies around the top too. Oh boy, there you go.
Oh man. Well, thank you so much, Rich. Appreciate you, buddy, for being on this evening. Guys, go over and check out Unloaded Media. Subscribe. Great stuff over there. And again, I appreciate you for being on tonight, man.
Yep,
I
no
really
problem.
do. So I just want to tell everybody, man, please stay warm. Check on, the neighbors, the elderly, those animals, they're outside, make sure they got water they can drink and stuff. It's just hard on everybody, this cold weather coming through. And I know for us, we're getting another burst of cold weather come Monday. And I don't know, like snow or whatever, how much is involved and stuff. But I do know for sure snow, cold weather. And so, just hitting all across the country. And, man, that global warming sure hurting everybody right now. So anyway, I probably should have said that. Anyway, guys, honestly, I love you guys. I thank you so much for watching and being a part of this show. Thank you for being Hillbilly Nation. You guys are Hillbilly Nation, each and every one of you. And that is just a group of people and that just has love in their heart, and they support the 2A, community and, and our Second Amendment. And so I just thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate loving each and every one of you. And I just want to leave you with this. Remember, God, family, and country, and make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll be seeing you all again. I love you, Hillbilly Nation.